Good evening, everybody. I am back again. A little bit so. Good to have you here, friend. How have you been? Oh, no, I'm back. Sorry, still getting a little bit set up. I'm running late. You notice we're at different times to make up for Monday night. I'm feeling a lot better. Still a little tired. I think it's just between all the stress of the previous week and then travel. Because I went up to see my folks over the weekend, try to do a makeup Christmas a little bit, since I wasn't able to be there because I was very sick then. So that was nice. Like I said, just travel and a little bit of stress and everything going on. But I'm feeling a lot better now, so. I may not be on for too long. Like I said, it's going to be a little bit later tonight, but I'm here nonetheless. Sorry if you're hearing anything in the background. Of course, when I decide to reschedule is when the Reverend has a raid night, so he's gaming at the moment. Oh no. There's an issue similar to what I had a couple of years ago. It's that. That's impossible right now. Settle for bed. Oh, I'm so sorry. Yeah, that was terrible. Poor guy. We'll be keeping him in our prayers, most certainly. Poor guy. Hopefully the doctors can do something for him. It was good of you to be of help to him. So next, yeah, that's hard. Luckily, we're over halfway. I mean, I say luckily, but at least you don't have too long to wait. Yeah, that insurance is just... There's evil into it out there, so...
Unfortunately, they are a business, and I understand that.
Yeah, but... Yeah. I just don't like that they're a business that gets help from the government, so that kind of makes them immune to competition and having to do better. Like I said, I won't go into. That's a discussion for another time. Oh, I get in too much trouble now. But no, we'll most certainly keep it in our prayers. And you as well, because I know you've got a lot on your plate as well. I'm thinking all day what I wanted to do tonight. Like I said, because I think tonight's going to be a little bit shorter, because I'm still a little bit drained. Like I said, feeling a lot better, but... And it's late. We'll be on for a while. Hey, grandmother, a little nice character, maybe. Oh, hi, Sapphira. How are you tonight? Good to see you. put that on his load and the pain. That's not going to be... Poor guy. Let me know if the music's a little too quiet. Or if I'm a little too quiet, but I'm always quiet. Always trying to fiddle with things, see if I can get a little bit better, but it's hard. I'm just not a very strongly spoken person. Follow up with chiropractor tomorrow, so hopefully, yeah, we'll be, like I said, I mean, obviously the whole situation we're praying for, but definitely tomorrow then, hopefully he can do something for him, or at least have some more insight in what he can do for himself to maybe things he can do to kind of alleviate it. So definitely be praying for that. And I'm hoping he can help him. The doctor can. Pull up some handy dandy Pinterest for my reference pictures. I have so many of these. Oh, there's a good one. I always keep a board of my little animal reference pictures. Excuse me. And yesterday, I just, like I said, between everything going on, just back and forth, and I think the weather change has caught up with me. I always have such a problem with my sinuses, and it hit me hard yesterday, to the point where I was just wiped and just not in a good mood. I'm not going to try to straighten, give myself a chance to kind of just rest and decompress. And forever, as to anything involved, when my sinuses get involved, it just takes everything out of me. Because by then my head just feels heavy and I'm just feel tired and sluggish and gross. But no, like I said, I was able to get that rest yesterday. Day where both girls have school, so one is away all day, the other one is away in the afternoon for a good 3 hours. So, and hubby was good enough to, the pastor was good enough to pick him up and bring him home for me, so I could get a nice long rest in before tonight. But of course, being late, because there's certain girls decided they don't want to sleep tonight. So that was part of what drove the time back tonight, as I had 2 little girls that just were giving us all kinds of trouble with not wanting to just go to sleep. They might be a tad excited because we're supposed to get snow in this evening. And they're saying quite a bit. We're thinking they might declare a snow day and close the school. So I think because I heard the rumor about that, they're excited. That might have fed into it a little bit.
Well, if I roll you for all specs, which I don't know, then expect you to do it. That's what I thought. Oh no, I just needed to make sure that I didn't. Just wanted to make sure I didn't accidentally steal. Yeah, we'll get it first.
And I did. Actually, last time I was at the store, I remembered. I mean, it's not. Yeah, this is a little stiffer than what I'm used to. I might just need to work it a bit. What I normally, but I did get at least a cheap little kneaded eraser from Walmart. So I did remember to get myself up a replacement. Make some of those finer details of this a little easier. Hopefully, yes. Like I said, I have a Hobby Lobby gift card that is about burning a hole in my wallet. And there just hasn't been an opportunity to get up there because it's an hour away for us. No, I forget who was asking the last time I was on. Was it you, Sapira? What a kneaded eraser was? It's basically, this is an eraser. Like, I can actually, I'm just kind of working it now to break it in. Because I'd almost forgotten about it since getting it. And you can just, it's an eraser, and you can just shape it, and you almost like clay. And really a lot like clay, actually. And just, you can wind it up and just make it one big eraser, or if you need to erase just tiny details, you can kind of just shape it into a point. And like that, and even shape it into, if you were doing kind of like negative sketching, kind of. I'm not sure what the actual term of the technique is, but putting down a lot of graphite and then using this almost as an implement by making a point and then kind of erasing away. Like that. And you can mail it to me. I'll go spend it. No, I'm coveting that. I truly am. Like I said, I have a lot of sewing projects and a lot of craft supplies that I am waiting until I can get a little better quality of instead of, because this is kind of a needs must. It's an eraser, so it's not that big of a deal. But no, I'm coveting that. I'll admit. 'Cause I'm coveting a chance to get better fabric for making my dresses. I actually do have another little fabric I got from Walmart that is also burning a hole on the table. So I caught myself project anxiety, I guess, is just wanting to get at it but not really having a good chance to get another dress done. So no, that one I'm keeping. Oops. Of course I moved my little piece of wood here that keeps that up. Almost slid down on me. No, other than that, everything's been kind of settled in back into its own rhythm. So we come up with an outfit for the oldest one for school, because the 100th day of school is coming up, so I think it's dress as someone from 100 years old, or dress like you're 100 years old, something along those lines. So I'm thinking I can kind of dress her up kind of 1920s style. She actually has a dress that would work out really, really well, because it's got a drop waist. Debating on whether or not, because I have like some waterproof eyeliner, if I want to draw the lines up the back of her legs for seams. But I think if I did that, that would be more World War II. Back when stockings and pantyhose had a seam up the back of a leg into, when that was rationed during World War II, the nylon and such. You had to get creative. Since you couldn't buy nylons, you would draw a line with makeup or some kind of paint up the back of your legs to mimic that. Oh, nice. Hey, cool. Awesome. Yeah, I know you've been talking about that for a while, and it was bad, because right when you were, I think that was like right before the prices just absolutely skyrocketed for wood. I think we were talking about that. So I'm glad you got that. That is exciting. I said I'd call him over, but right now I caught him on raiding night. His WoW group. So if you hear stuff going on in the background, that's him. I'm kind of imposing on the living room tonight for having rescheduled. Oh, and I'm moving my stuff again, darn it. It doesn't help because the middle shelf that actually the wood sits on is loose. I've been thinking about, speaking of new desks, I've actually been thinking about getting like a new drafting table. I mean, I've had this one for years. It's still serviceable. The only problem is, for what I need it for right now, it's too big. Because I really don't need that much size, and it takes up a huge footprint in the living room. Or at least back in my little corner, it takes up a lot of room.
Back in your corner, woman.
In my corner, yes. Literally in my corner. But, so I've been thinking about getting a new one. Something a little sturdier, a little heavier. That wouldn't move around quite as much when I'm working with it. price nicer wood. Oh, that's good. Awesome. So I bet. I bet. And congrats again on that. I know that's been a long time coming. That's been a long time in the works. Oh, excuse me.
Mahogany.
Oh. Oh. Yeah. again, like I said, there's a couple things. Like I almost lost my shelf again. I think that's one of them. Is just some things are just getting a little loose. It's starting to show its age, and like I said, it wasn't the most expensive table I ever got. It was my first one. I think for $100, I got the table, the chair, and the lamp. So I got 3 for that. So and I know they can get very expensive. Well, thank you. Yeah, I liked it. I figured tonight is a nice, relaxed one for a little character, and I've been resting up as I always do, flipping through Pinterest. I always keep a little board of interesting like animal photography, just to use for like inspiration ideas for doing my little animal characters and anatomical reference as well. And I've been finding like a lot of really cute ones of field mice of late. So that's kind of the theme that's been going on lately, is just because I find so many of them. And this one kind of fits because I think I will just eagerly awaiting for spring. Because that's kind of the mode I'm almost in now. It's bad because we're just at the end of January, and I'm already kind of getting the spring blues or winter blues really bad. Because it is kind of in the back of my head, I can feel it coming on. Is just the eagerly awaiting spring. When flowers start coming back and thoughts start turning to what we're going to do with the garden again, and green things start coming back in. Like I said, it doesn't help too, because I get some of the best backyard shows for spring. Is I have two cherry trees. One is doing better than the other. The smaller one is okay. The big one, I'm afraid, might be dying. It might be on its way out. It hasn't been doing very well for a few years now. So I'm hoping I hope I don't have to end up replacing it. But no, I get the most wonderful show because every spring it just pops beautiful white blossoms, cherry blossoms in the backyard. So I do get a little heartsick for seeing that every spring. They don't last very long. They last longer than a lot of other flowers, but I think they last about a couple weeks, and then the first big storm after that kind of takes them all away. But it means I get cherries. That's something. But I love those flowers. And the hawthorn out front kind of buds out. And you just get that smell. Even the air is different in spring. It's just wonderful.
Back, please.
stretch out a bit. Oh goodness. I guess my foot's falling asleep. I'm sitting on it that long.
Love concert finish the truth.
I need erasers or blast. Yeah, there we go. It just need to be worked out a little bit. It's a lot softer now, which also helps when it gets warm too. It's a lot more malleable. Oh, thank you. Yeah, like I said, I love my landscapes. I like my little animal creatures too. I grew up on those types of stories, the Brambly Hedge. I mean, not so much Wind in the Willows. What's a couple of the other ones? The Francis book. Oh, animal book.
But I had to
So there's a lot of inspiration there because it does have a very fond place in my heart as those types of stories. Like the Rev keeps saying, one of these days you're going to make a children's book. You're actually going to put these into something. Yeah, maybe. Maybe when I retire I'll have enough backlog sketches I'll be able to make several volumes. I get into it too. Yeah. I guess I wouldn't want to work with Disney though. It is not a company I'd want to doing dealings with. But yeah, I agree with some kind of yeah. I wouldn't know the first thing of what all's involved with it.
We need to get on Dakota Croft's good side and get a little bit for him.
There we go. I don't know.
And slip in 800 funds.
There we go. Yeah, you and me both. Now they're either directly owned by Disney or they're a sub company of a parent company. With only 3 degrees of separation. I'm not going to say too much more on that because I probably am running a risk saying that much. They're going to come after me for that.
It's on my fork right now.
The Dentist in the Book of Virtue. I think I've heard of that. It's been ages. So I'll have to look that up when I get off here. Just to jog my memory. But the title of it does ring a bell. But now some other modern favorites I've discovered in more recent years is Holly Hobbies. And that's the name of the author and illustrator who does the Toot and Puddle books, and they're a couple of little pigs. They do it, and her illustrations are beautiful, and they are just adorable. I love her illustrations of the pigs. Also recently, Tasha Tudor is another person I need to look more into, but apparently we would have had a lot in common, I think. But she was a prolific artist and illustrator, and she was all into the Corgi Cottage, and she wore all kinds of old-fashioned Victorian clothing. You know, like that is my prevalent favorite. So I think we would have had a lot in common. But she was known for her illustrations of children. This is where she. See, that's what I was thinking, yeah. They would tell us fables, Bible stories, fairy tales that all had good morals. That's what I was thinking. I was thinking that was the theme of it. Like I said, it does ring a bell. I vaguely remember it. I can't pull up anything specific, so I will have to look that up later. Okay, there's a ping from somewhere. I heard a beep on my computer. I'm like, oh, did something else pop? No, it's something else. All kinds of alerts. I try to silence most of them before I go on, but it's like, I get so many of them. It's hard to keep track of them all. And it's just random stuff, too.
It's super good for me.
Oh, that was you? Okay. Oh, there's a Discord one. That's all I saw before it kind of faded out by the time I got there. I know my perspective on this is probably going to be way off the work here. This point. Forgot to grab my random objects before I started, because I do that. I think it's like one of those, maybe I'll make a meme of it and post in the Discord, I don't know, one of those, how do you know you're an artist? Tell me you're an artist without telling me you're an artist. You keep random junk around just for visual reference. Things like random little pots and containers and rocks. Just random assortments of rocks and crumpled bits of paper, just to use as visual reference for drawing it. There's a streamer mode that turns them all off and reviews things like, okay, I might have to look into it. So far, I think I've got everything. Like, once in a while, something pops up. It's actually the first time I've done that to me. So I thought it, but yeah, I don't think it's enough of a problem to get there, but I'll look into it. Like I said, I'll have him look into it, because I'm not good with that. I know just enough to get me by. If I was him, without the hubby who knows this kind of thing, I'd be lost. We rib each other something fierce on that subject. I have my in-house tech support. Well, I think that's done. That's as done as it's gonna be.
I got one from the Mythics. More to do over no team.
Today.
Yeah. They added a lot more flexibility.
Make sure I got the right year now. It's gonna take me an extra month before I finally have that done. You too. Thanks you for stopping. I always enjoy doing these. But no, you're fine. Like I said, I think I'm about done for the night. I knew it was going to be a little bit shorter tonight just because everything's just going on. No, thank you for stopping by, Sapira. You have a good night, friend. But no, and I think with that, I think I'll call it an evening. I did pretty good. I like it anyway. Stretching a little bit. I'm going to wind down to the evening. Yes, I feel you on that. We only got 3. You know what? I haven't gone waiting in a while. Let's see who we can get. If Aki and Peach are still on. A long time. So, we'll go ahead and do that. If I can remember how to do that. But no, as always, thank you all so much for coming in, for all your support. Always good to have you all. getting to do my little drawings for you. I always have a good time.
Oh my.
Thank you so much for all your kindness. And just a bunch of people. And as always, I wish you all a very good night. Yes, thank you. That's what I was thinking. I was trying to think what the initial that is. Like I said, I'm not.
How is it?
Did I do it? Yes, I did. Oh, yes. So anyway, I will wish you all a very good night. Christ's blessings to you all. Much love. And have a good rest of your week.
That was what I
See
was
you later.
thinking.
Bye.